John Bunyan's The Pilgrim Progress is a Christian allegory divided in two parts, continuous narrative without any chapter divisions. The whole story is of a metaphor for a person's spiritual journey to God. Every place and person this person called Christian meets stands for something about life, faith, sin, or temptation. So the book is not really about real cities, it is about the struggle and growth of a Christian soul on the way to heaven. The Pilgrim's Progress is set in a dreamlike allegorical landscape that mirrors 17th century England. It is a story told like a dream about a man named Christian who leaves his home, the city of destruction, to find salvation in the celestial city called heaven. He carries a heavy burden of sin and is guided by evangelists to go through the wicket gate, which is symbolized for faith in Jesus. On his journey, he meets many people and faces who test him. He falls into the slough of despond and is tricked by Mr. Worldly Wise Man and finally finds peace at the cross where his burden falls off. He then visits the house of the interpreter, which is a place of lessons, and stays at the palace beautiful, which is rest and strength, and fights a devil Apollyon in the valley of humiliation. He walks through the valley of shadow of death and meets Faithful, and they go to Vanity Fair, where Faithful is killed for his faith. Hopeful joins Christian, and together they face traps like Doubting Castle, ruled by giant Despair, and his wife Diffidence, but they escape using the key of promise. They also visit the Delectable Mountains and meet false guides like the Flatterer and Ignorance, and finally reach the River of Death. Christian almost sinks but is helped by Hopeful, and both enter the Celestial City safely. So this text of Bunyan preaches the message of Bible. For example, we should not indulge in 7 deadly sins. We should not be overpowered by fear and doubt. We should always be hopeful in despair situation, and death is inevitable, and only then we can achieve the beautiful place called heaven. The second part tells about Christian's wife, Christiana, their sons, and her friend Mercy, guided by the brave Greatheart. They face many of the same palaces and enemies, defeat giant Despair, help weak pilgrims like Mr. Feeblemind and Mr. Ready to Halt, and finally reach heaven too. It is a story of faith, courage, and staying true to the path of God.